You're listening to the Jaybird Watching Podcast, the official podcast of jaysjournal.com and fansite.com. We are the official ballroom chat for everything Toronto Blue Jays baseball, from game highlights to rumors and all the stuff in between. Here is your host, Craig Borden, with co-hosts Jason Lyons and Liz McGuire. Now let's talk some Toronto Blue Jays baseball.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Pack Rips. I am your host, Craig Borden, with you here on actually multiple podcasts tonight all at once. So, hi, everybody. So tonight, obviously, we're here live on most of the typical everyday Jaybird watching podcast stuff, as we're going to rip into a collectible box here of Top Chrome 2024. This is just a little blaster box. It's got 20 some odd cards in it. We're going to go through that. We're going to have some fun chit-chatting and talking. But on that note, I did mention that we're on two podcasts tonight. So for those that haven't been watching the Blue Jays podcast or have found me on the other brand new podcast that my buddy Tommy and I are doing, we started Nothing But Nerd podcast. It's called TNC's Random Fandom. Thank you for anybody that happens to be listening in on that. We are going to talk about all things collecting, all things nerd, all kinds of good stuff. We've had 2 episodes so far. Nothing too crazy, but the first episode was me and my buddy Tommy Mock interviewing each other on all things nerd and all of our fandom and all that kind of things like that. The other thing that we're doing on that show is also we're going to be going to toy shows, all that kind of good stuff. And this past week, we actually had a show talking about nothing but 80s metal and how we got there and all that kind of good stuff. So let's get to the main attraction tonight, which is actually seeing what this box of Elly de la Cruz Topps 2024 Chrome has in store for us as we go rifling through everything here. So we'll get that going. Give the first pack a helmet tap. Hope for the best here as we got some fun going. So what you'll see in the next few weeks, obviously, as we wrap up some of this Topps Chrome stuff, is we're going to start doing the Stadium Club, which is my personal favorite. And we're going to get Ozalavis Bosby off the bat. Hope y'all can see that pretty well. Get you there. Hit us up on the chat. It's a rookie card. Then we're going to get now World Series champion Will Smith. And not Will Smith like Independence Day Will Smith. Either way, good stuff. And then we're going to get Topps Chrome, obviously. Marcus Semien, former Blue Jay, in his City Connect shirt or jerseys there. And let's see what do we get for the last card. And a whole lot of strikeout. We're going to get a Gerald Perdomo. But at least that's a refractor. So there's something to that whole one for everybody out there. So that's a little bit of a top shelf find. Not so much yet. I don't think any of these other ones look like they were refractors. And there's a big old negative. So good freaking times. Hey, everybody, it's joining in the chat. Like I said, I hope you're either on one of my 2 podcasts that you're listening on, the Jaybird Watching for the Toronto Blue Jays and Baseball podcast, or on TC Random Fandom that we are having some fun with, just talking all things nerd. Got a rookie card, Wyatt Langford, right off the bat in this one. There you go. Very young, talented rookie. We're going to get a Dylan Cease. Had a no-hitter this season for the Padres. Took them almost to the promised land. Very cool, very cool. And who we got next? Oh, we're going to have something really cool. We've got a Randy Arozarena, now Seattle Mariners of fame. Very cool. And we're going to get a Future Stars here from Cheating from the Back. So Instagram peeps, check that out. Oh, throwback. That is really cool. Love Michael Harris. He's going to have all sorts of great things going on in his future. But that's a very, very, very cool card on the higher end Future Stars piece. We'll wrap that one up just because he is such a young, talented rookie. Get that guy going here. Lock and loaded. Good stuff. That one did not want to go back into that sleeve. Okay, let's grab another. So is everybody surviving without baseball up to this point yet? So is it driving you nuts? Got Jose Rodriguez, rookie for the White Sox. Hopefully the White Sox figure out something to do this year, because it just looks a lot like nothing. Nico Horner, getting pumped. There you go. Nico Horner, very young, talented, great player for the Cubbies. And we're going to get not the Pirate that I was hoping for, but there is nothing wrong with a David Bednar. And this one actually has an extra card in it. So we're going to take that to a nice advantage as we get a Riley Green on the crazy weird refractor. Check that out. It's like the fish scale looking one. Very, very cool. And we're going to use Mr. Riley Green here to get to what looked like a Gunnar Henderson from the back. So let's see what we get. Ooh, there you go. Photo negative. The black and white Sephora refractor of Gunnar Henderson. Check that out as far as that. It's like that blacked out white and black color. That is so cool. So hit very well and very nicely in that pack after not getting a whole lot of anything. I don't know what it is about this penny sleeve box or bag that I have, but holy shnikes, it's like it switches which direction it goes each card. So there's an easy top shelf find. I didn't look to see if that was actually numbered. Nope, no numbers, but that is really cool either way. Get him right there. Let's get Riley Green all set here. This gentleman almost took the Tigers to the promised land. Does anybody got any questions or anything? Make sure you hit me up in the chat. I'm watching everywhere. I see plenty of you in the chat room right now. Somehow have 150 likes on TikTok. Thanks, party people. Appreciate it. But on the other end here, we got 9 listeners on the Instagram and YouTube avenue. What you got going on? Talk to us. That's the whole point of this show. Well, this is a really wrinkled up box, or bag, I mean. Okay, right off the bat, we got a Cocomontis. That's a fun name to say. Steelers way you go. Yep. That was a heck of a win for him. Cedric Mullins had a great few years with the O's. It's fallen off a little bit. As much as I love Cedric Mullins, catcher Sean Murphy with the embarrassment of riches that the Atlanta Braves have with catchers. And then we're going to get Julio Rodriguez, the young stud for the Mariners. Finally starting putting it together at the end of the year there a little bit. Getting it going, and let's see what we got on the... Ooh, we got a pinky. I'm going to let the TikTok party people see this one first, as I can already cheat and see the back, and then sure, some of you can. Diamondback. Boom, Jordan Lawler. Young stud. Awesome. Let's get Julio and Mr. Lawler rookie card all bagged up here, putting the top loader. Yeah, I'm going. That is awesome. Liz, you jealous? I got some pink. So how many people are freaking out? Nothing's happened yet. I'm going to see what happens in this offseason. Where do y'all think Juan Soto is going to go? Do you think the Yankees and company are going to be the ones to sign the what was the name of the gentleman from Japan that they were saying, Roki Sasaki? Do you think you're going to be the team that signs him? Blue Jays fans, I'm hoping that we find a way to get one of those guys in here. Not a refractor or anything with the Julio Rodriguez, but he is one of the best young talents in baseball. Yeah. Wow. I hope that there's none of these dented up. I'm surprised that pack was just as good as nice as. We'll look to see if that one got bent up. No, I think we're okay. These 2 packs are just really crumpled on the top. Thankfully, doesn't seem like anything crazy happens. Okay. Owen White, rookie card for the Rangers. Elly Rodriguez, there's a good one for you. Young stud for the, nobody talks about the pitching or anything but the pitching prospects for the Pirates, but Elly Rodriguez has shown he's got some chances to be something good too. There you go. The rookie cards of rookie cards to get after the World Series outside of Paul Skeens. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Dodgers stud. What a pleasure it was to see him in the World Series and stuff. And we're going to get a Ryan Mountcastle refractor for the last one. There you go, O's fans. Very cool. So we get the Yamamoto, I mean. Yeah. There's a tongue twister for you. Internal memory went all kinds of silly on that one with my first name, last name. Got to get something to tap the rubber on here. refractor going here. We got plenty of more and they're still racking up the likes. I appreciate it, everybody. Gets us out to more Blue Jays and baseball fans. And then, like I said, if you haven't checked us out on the other brand new show that I'm doing, podcast wise, we have the TNC Random Fandom podcast that is all things pop culture, nerdy, pick a thing, collectible. That's the reason we're just talking baseball cards tonight on the show. Figure why not? Share the wealth, right? Okay, there you go. Ozzy Albies. He'll be back with the Braves this season after being gone most of the year with an injury. We're going to get Francisco Lindor. So there you go. Getting some extras in here. That one actually kind of looks like it might be a refractor. Nope. Just hard to tell with these chrome ones sometimes. Young, hopefully Derek Jeter replacement if you're a Yankee fan, Anthony Volpe. Oh, and then we're going to get our first throwback card. Awesome. Bryce Harper. Check that out. That is a really cool card. Love that. I always love these ones. And let's see what we get for the last one. And looks like we might get another one of those photo negative ones. It is going to be Braves. Matt Olson. There you go, party people. What do you think of that top shelf find? Matt Olson. Loving it. Okay, getting some top shelf finds this week. The last Topps Chrome box we had was a little light. I might have to get more top loaders here in my sleeves. Reload the loaders. Yeah, that was actually one of the funner 3D prints I've actually had. It's actually been super useful over the last few weeks. Just a little box. Nothing crazy. Just has enough places to put some of the skin in for the top loaders and for the penny sleeves. It's meant to be for actually just having cards on display and ready to pull them out, but I found this was way too convenient to just have the top loaders all ready to go here. Make it easy, right? Love these throwback 35th anniversary. That's still my favorite year with the swish. Love that they actually got Bryce Harper basically in that uniform for that one with the right pinstripes. Really, really cool. I guess I got to box up Anthony Volpe's rookie card here because it is. Well, actually, no, it doesn't say rookie card on it anymore. Oh, I didn't realize he played 159 games in last season. Wild. So, last pack, everybody. Hoping for an auto, something numbered. Tap, tap on the helmet. Look for best luck. If you haven't gotten over those subscribe buttons, make sure at least you get the bird watching one in because we just gave away another prize last week, and we're gonna get a rookie card and something very shiny in a few pieces here. Ronnie Mauricio. Sorry. I'm loving watching this kid in the minor leagues. I'm hoping he picks up for the Mets very soon. I'm gonna put that one in the finds too because a rookie like him. Forrest Wall. Finally, a rookie card from Forrest Wall. Blue Jays fans remember Forrest Wall. They're going to get a Jordan Adams, Angels rookie. Oh, there's a cool one to get. That's awesome. Loving it. We got Emmanuel Clase Super Wave. That is so cool. Riding that wave with Emmanuel here. He had a rough postseason, but really, really great. One of the best seasons as a closer in a long time. So really cool. Oh, and we're going to get a Yankee. I'll let the last one go to you guys. Yandres Gomez, rookie. Pink. I think I got something of him recently, but it was definitely not a pink refractor. So, baseball fans, general friends that are on the Collecting Podcast, we loved having you all here this evening. Thank you very much for joining us on our quick hurry up hit here on the Monday Night Pack Rips. Make sure you join us every Monday night. Join the chat. Have some fun with us. We greatly appreciate all the support that we get. All these cards will eventually be on our eBay account, Jaybird Watching Podcast. And make sure you just give us a follow at Birdwatching GC. If you are not listening to us on the TikTok feed, make sure you hit over to our TikTok feed. We're trying to get that so we can get this on the real broadcast part with all of you. We just have so many followers on the TikTok, and we only have more. We have a ton more on our other social media venues than we do everywhere else. But like I said, to begin every month. So like I said, we just gave away some baseball cards to a blaster box to, I forget the name, but we sent them out last week. Make sure you check out what we got going on here, because we're going to have some fun one way or the other. This week on the Jaybird Watching Podcast, we are actually going to go through the best players at every position for the Toronto Blue Jays and have our own little fantasy draft with Toronto Blue Jays players. And this week on the TNC's Random Fandom Podcast, we are actually going to talk about obscure 1990s cartoons. Like if you were a fan of Street Sharks, we're going to talk about Street Sharks. We're going to talk about movies that probably shouldn't have had toy lines. Like if you ever watched the movie Toxic Avenger, for example. That wasn't exactly a kid's movie with drugs and all the other horror that's going on. But no, they made toys out of it anyways. That's what happened in the late 80s, early 90s. Make sure you join us, have some fun with that. And we will goof around and have some really fun times on both podcasts. Make sure you join us. Like I said, the other one is TC Random Fandom. You can hit us on that and anywhere you would like. Thank you very much for joining. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope you all have a great week. And we'll see you Thursday for the Blue Jays podcast at 7 p.m. and Sunday night at 7 p.m. live for the TNC Random podcast. Cheers.
Thank you for listening to the Jaybird Watching Podcast. Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch at BirdwatchingGC and our YouTube channel. If you want to support the show and get extra content, please consider joining to our Patreon at patreon.com/birdwatchinggc. Go Jays, go.
Woo!